This is Hannah, you with Big County Prep, sitting here with Decarlo Deveaux. So how did you get involved with Bay Area hoops?
Well, actually, I've been in Tampa for a while. I'm, doing a little training thing, on the card I just showed you. But, Bay Area Hoops is comprised of Ben Bromley, who actually asked me to come out today, and that's my link to Bay Area Hoops.
So now, how do you enjoy, what's your enjoyment working with kids?
Honestly, it's entertaining, enlightening, and it's also therapeutic, helping people get better. Sometimes I had to do a lot of things on my own. I won't lie, growing up, because I grew up between the Bahamas and Miami, and I always didn't have the best facilities, and I didn't always have the best teachers. I watched TV and kind of replicated what I saw people do on TV, went out and practiced. But now, with that knowledge and the will to help people get better instilled in me, I'd like to, form it into something that I can do full time, in Tampa or statewide.
So tell us a little bit about your basketball background.
Okay, my basketball background, I was, like I said, I grew up between Miami and the Bahamas. I attended several different high schools, Miami-Jackson with my older brother, who's now deceased, God rest his soul. Miami-Killian, then I went back home to the Bahamas, where I graduated from Grand Bahama Catholic High, and then had a 4-year scholarship at the University of Tampa, where I was in my brother's shadow. He was a senior when I was a freshman, and to break out of a shadow, I became the school's all-time leading scorer. It was being scouted by the Seattle Supersonics, who are now the Oklahoma City Thunder, but unfortunately I tore my knee, my ACL, in my senior year, so that kind of put me on the shelf for a while.
So then can you kind of let us know how important it is to have something to fall back on in case of an injury with athletics?
Oh yes, I did graduate with a 4-year BA in communications, and currently, I work for JP Morgan Chase in the retirement. It's, life annuities, and it's somewhat prevalent. A 4-year degree, really shows that you have the capacity to learn, because I'm not working in my field of study currently.
Yeah.
You are actually.
So now, what exactly are you here to talk to the kids about?
I just, a little bit of, life lessons, basketball, being dedicated to what you're doing, because if you're dedicated to basketball on the court, let that spirit, let that drive, let that work ethic, transcend and go with you within the classrooms. So, so you can be a double success. There are a lot of kids that are, great in the classroom, but not as good in their sport because they don't practice, or vice versa. And I mean, any college you go to, you have to qualify. You're a student before you're an athlete, always. And you're never an athlete student. If you are, you're going to flunk out.
I'm glad you said that, because that's something BCP likes to, purvey out there every time we meet with kids. So now, what's the best piece of advice you were ever given?
You know what? Don't quit. Don't stop. Just keep going if it's something you want to be good at. I won't lie. My dreams, just like thousands of kids. I wanted to play in the NBA. I honestly did. And my brother had he was the last cut from Detroit Pistons in '91, and and that was his story. And I was trying to. And when you have the older sibling, you're in a race to.
Be better.
That's all it is. Little, sibling rivalry, fair competition, and and I was just like, I was averaging 30. I was at a small Division II school, and it was a Division II powerhouse, and I felt like, no matter where I am, if I'm good enough, someone will see me, someone will give me an opportunity. But injury knows no face, it knows no gender. Injury can happen to anybody, and thank God I was on pace to graduate.
So having that sibling rivalry, did that help to motivate you?
Yes.
To even be better?
Yeah, because it's funny I'm doing this interview, because I'm kind of, introverted. I'm kind of reserved, shy. I'm more observant than talkative, but when I'm talking about something passionate, I mean, you can see my emotions on my shoulders, but I would say, wow, I mean, it's nice to be standing here and doing this interview, and basketball is a great sport, just like all the others. But I know it helped me to give me a purpose, and give me something that, if I want to play, I have to be eligible. If I want to excel, I can do it through basketball. But there are rules to everything, rules to every game, and once you play by the rules and do what you have to do, you will achieve. And I don't know if that answered your question. I kind of probably deviated a little, but
It's okay. Well, it was nice talking to you, and we look forward to working with you some more.
I appreciate it. Thank you.